Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah wahdah, wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'dah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome you all to the series, the first lecture of Uloom al-Quran. And in this series, we are going to learn about the sciences related to the Quran. And these are actually methodologies of understanding the different aspects of the Quran. And I have named it دراسة علوم القرآن الكريم ورد الاعتراضات. And this is a concise study of the sciences of the Noble Quran and response to the criticism. In this lecture series, my objective is to understand the exegetical principles, meaning the usul tafsir, how to interpret the Quran, that is at-ta'wil, and we'll see the asbab al-nuzul, the circumstances of revelation. We'll see the sarf, the nahaw, the balagha, that means the grammatical analysis of the words, the literary importance of the Quranic text, the rhetorical explanations which have been presented in the Quran, and all these things and many more which are related to the Quran in order to understand how to derive law from the Quran, how to distinguish between different verses, if they are obligatory, they are conditional. And this entire methodology, this set, this construct comes under the ambit of Uloom al-Quran. So today we'll try to understand the word. First, we'll start by knowing what is the meaning of Uloom al-Quran. So inshallah, we'll today see the grammatical analysis of this word as a conjoint, and then we'll separate the words and see the base, the root of these words. So let's start. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So we are studying Uloom al-Quran. So one must understand first what we are studying. It is Uloom al-Quran. Now, this is an additional phrase. In Arabic, we call it murakkab idafi. And it has two parts. Number one is the mudaf, the thing which is possessed. And number two is the mudafun ilayhi, the possessor. So, here we see that we are studying the ulum, that means sciences of Quran or related to the Quran, and together it's called a murakkabun izafiyun, an additional phrase, and we call it ulumul Qurani, meaning the sciences of the Quran. Now let's try to segregate the two terms. Number one is ulum. Now ulum is a plural of ilm. Normally when we say ilm in Urdu, it means knowledge of something, but in Arabic, ilm is used for a science, and normally a natural science. But here when we deal with the Quran, the sciences here are methodologies. They're not natural sciences. So we see ilm means a science. Now ilm is a masdar. It's a verbal noun for the verbs alima ya'lamu. They are form one. Alima ya'lamu means to know. There are many meanings to it. It is a transitive verb, meaning it needs an object. So when we say I know what I know, or to have knowledge. So ilm means to know, to have knowledge, to be aware, to be cognizant. So ilm is a broader term in Arabic. Again, ilm means to perceive, to discern, to find out, to learn. So basically every definition and every word which can be used for ilm, it is related to an organized knowledge and cognition and perception. Now in Arabic for ilm, we use the words synonymous, ma'rifa, diraya, ittila. These can be used as synonymous to ilm, and all of them have a meaning that is related to having knowledge of a certain fact. And this knowledge is organized knowledge. Now let's come to the word Al-Quran. Now this is a very important thing. Quran is a word which means recitation or reading. And it is also a verbal noun, a masdar, for qara'a yaqra'u. Now, qara'a yaqra'u, it has different meanings. It was used in the meaning of to collect together, to bring together, but gradually it was used to recite or to read or to review or study. Other meanings are also there: to gather piece by piece, to match portion to portion, to cite, to recite, to quote. So when we see the meaning of the Quran, Quran is a verbal noun, it's a masdar for a verb, and it has a very broad ambit of meanings which I have just given here. Now there are three views about the root of the word Quran. Some scholars say that it is ism jamid, it is ism alam, meaning it's a proper noun, it has not been derived from any other word. And other scholars, they say it's a derived word, but it's not from Quran is not from qara, it is from qarn, and it's mushtaq from qarn. That also means to gather together. So there are three views. Number one, that it is from the qara. Number two, it's from qarn, and number three, it is Quran. So Quran here, it is a fatah on the ra. Imam al-Shafi'i rahimahullah and Jarullah Zamakhshari have gone towards this view also, that it's jamid, it's not been derived. But majority of the scholars, they hold the view that it comes from the Quran is the masdar for qara, and the words of the Quran that also we can quote in this context is inna alayna jam'ahu wa qur'anahu. So inna, certainly, verily, alayna, it's upon us, jam'ahu, to gather it or to make you memorize, wa qur'anahu, and make you recite. Meaning hereby, the word Quran it has itself been used as a recitation. So this is a proof for this. Now, ending the lecture today, we come to the conclusion that Uloom al-Quran is a science which deals with exegetical principles, lexical, grammatical, and rhetorical explanations, principles of interpretation generally. And there are many fields of it. We'll discuss it later on, and we'll quote Imam al-Suyuti al-Shafi'i and his book Al-Itqan, and we'll also see Imam Jalaluddin Balqini and his book Mawaqi al-Nujum, and how he has given different fields of study. Imam Suyuti has given 80 different fields of study. Imam Zarqashi has given 47. Imam Balqini has given 50. We'll all study all those fields, inshallah. But in precise, this is a definition of Ulum al-Quran. And in the next lecture, we'll try to see the meaning of ilm and the meaning of Quran in an elaborated manner, inshallah. And we'll also see a proper definition of Ulum al-Quran in the coming lectures. Fi amanillah ila al-liqa. مع السلامة.